kicking off July 1st here, kicking off the month, big month here at the O, because on the 29th, we've got our big summer show.
That's right, PK. 4 weeks away. 4 weeks away, July 29th. And I'll tell you something, it's going to be corporate ladder.
Corporate ladder, very good.
Yeah, I got a lot of things going on in my head right now. Okay, a lot of business.
Little voices.
No, big companies, PK. You don't know what you're talking about, but the point is, it is July 1st. It is the 1st of July today. We're starting this month off with a bang because I am here. I am here to entertain these unwashed masses, as they say. Or as I say out there in internet and TV land, I am here to entertain them. And they love it, PK.
Well, Joe, our first match was Mac Mosley versus Dynamic Dexter. They were having a great match, but all of a sudden the War Machine, John Hogan, decided to stick his beak in the match.
That's right.
And basically, he beat down both of them, and then told Ginger, and then David Garrison told Ginger, that's the way it's going to be until he gets a title shot.
That's right.
Title.
Look at that. He literally brought himself into a handicap match, decimated those guys, and he demanded his title, and he deserved that title shot.
Well, Joe, then we had Michael Manson versus Scott Mason for the corporate championship. And during that match, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, this Inspector Felton, who was
Inspecteur. You have to say it with a French accent, PK.
Okay.
Inspecteur.
Regardless, he comes into the ring, and he spears Scott Mason in the middle of the ring because he accuses him of stealing Logan Adams' wallet.
That's right. And we have thieves among us. We've been working at Den of Thieves, so I'm going to get LifeLock. Because I'll tell you something, I do not want to get anybody ripping off my stuff here.
Well, Joe, I'll tell you who was most disappointed was this man right here, the psychopunk Michael Manson.
The psychopunk Michael Manson? Does he have a brother named Trevor or something?
See, that inspector came out there and interrupted my match. I directly challenged Scott Mason for the corporate title. He comes in, throws him back in the ring, but stupidly gets me disqualified. I was determined to be walking into corporate ladder with the belt around my waist. Of course, I guess the next step into being corporate champion is corporate ladder. Step corporate ladder.
Yes.
What are you laughing at?
I'm not laughing at you, I'm laughing with...
Are you all up here?
I am all up there.
Has he had a history of mental
Hey, there are no toys in my head.
I'm saying, I think you're crazy, Joe.
You think everybody... He's crazy. PK, he's the one who's crazy, right? You tell me that. He's the one who's crazy.
No, Joseph.
No, he is over the rainbow. He's got toys in his attic.
No. He's not the crazy one.
I am not crazy.
Are you sure?
Yes!
You know, it's those that say that they're not, that they really are. It's like alcoholics. I'm not an alcoholic when they really are.
Oh, PK, that's a different color of money. Give me a break.
Like the euro?
No,
Okay.
PK. Oh, let's just get on with it.
The Canadian money, different colors?
Shut up.
Monopoly?
Move along, PK.
Well, so then we had Marcus Adams versus Sweet Daddy for the Ultimate title match. And then all of a sudden, Sweet Daddy says, oh, no. It's going to be on my terms.
Absolutely. He deserves it, too. That's about to pull rank.
Well, Ginger comes out and says, okay, fine. You forfeit your shot for tonight. That's fine. But tonight, Sweet Daddy, you're going to face Tim Miller. Now, Joe, this could have been a very exciting match, and at times it had great potential. But ultimately, they decided that they were friends and just walked out of the ring together.
Well, PK, I'll tell you something. You know, they were really torn between friendship and competition. I can understand that. Up there in the Fortune 500 companies, I deal with that all the time. I have friends like, Marriott, Trump, you name them. And yeah, sometimes we do get torn between competition and friendship. I can understand where they're coming from.
Joe, I've known you my whole life. You know none of those people.
What?
Yes.
Yeah, you don't know that.
Talk about being crazy.
Oh,
well, next we had Disorderly Conduct versus Fear Inc. And Joe, I'm going to say this. That was the match of the night.
Big A, in spite of the fact that you think I'm crazy or whatever, I'll tell you something, you were right. That was the match of the night. And I'll tell you something, those guys, I would love to see them face off once again, but it just makes me wonder who, and I wonder really who Fear Inc.'s going to go up against come corporate ladder, that's for sure.
Well, Joe, I'll tell you, if Disorderly Conduct could have locked in that victory tonight, they would have been #1 contenders at corporate ladder. Unfortunately, they're not, so if they want a shot, they're going to have to go for it. But, Joe, if that is the case, that'll be an exciting match. But ultimately, tonight, the Monster Z hit a spine buster on Keith Cage and got the victory.
That's right.
Well, Joe, then we had Marcus Adams versus John Hogan. It was an Ultimate title match. And, Joe, I got to admit, John Hogan, the War Machine, was definitely putting him through his paces.
you better believe that the War Machine was putting him through it. And I'll tell you something, the War Machine, he had fought a handicap match just a few matches before that. And he goes in there fighting his third opponent, the Ultimate Champion, and gives him a run for his money.
Joe, are those rose-tinted glasses? Honestly, you're going to say that?
Sunglasses.
Well, Joe, the bottom line is what happened was Sweet Daddy, he interfered in that match.
Rightfully so.
And then it just turned to a big melee. Security came in. Eventually, Ginger said, John Hogan, you are suspended.
Oh, please.
And then she said, Sweet Daddy, you are going to face Marcus Adams at our next show on the 15th of July.
Well, I'll tell you something. I don't care what Ginger says. I'm going to pull rank. I'm going to call her into my office once this is done. And I'm going to talk about docking her pay and demoting.
So, Joe, your office is at the third or the second stall in the bathroom.
Whoa, do I look like the Fonz to you?
Well, Joe, then we had our final match, Jake Hughes versus Rod Bolt. It was the Brad Armstrong Memorial match. Great match, but ultimately
The
Jake
Brad
Hughes
Armstrong Love Fest.
Jake Hughes was able to get the victory with a Russian leg sweep and pin Rod Bolt.
Well, it's a good thing that Jake Hughes managed to learn something while he was...
The leader of?
Well, we made him the leader of the Bad Boys Club, but it's more of an imposter sort of thing, you know. We just kind of let him, you know, it's a special thing.
Well, Joe, I'll tell you something. What I'm excited for is the show on the 15th. Folks, the door opens at 6, bell time's at 7. We'll see you back here in 2 weeks.